March. Portland, Oregon, December 31st, 1927. The Oriental Theatre, Portland's newest of new theaters, opened with the box office smash hit, Moon of Israel. Despite the cold, brisk New Year's Eve weather, the theater's grand opening celebration brought the local dignitaries and celebrities out in force. Seating well over 2,000 patrons and designed on a grand and awesome East Indian motif, the theater will be the first of its kind in the City of Roses. By the looks of the opening night patrons, Portlanders are indeed pleased. This is the Oriental Theatre. It represents an era of overindulgence in theatrics, emotions, and fanfare. For the next few minutes, we're going to look at the theater through the recollections of those who knew it, the original organist and a veteran stagehand. For all we know, this may be the moment before the dark.
The grand opening, it was on a Saturday, December 31st, in 1927, and the weather began to storm, and we had a terrific wind, and we had a lineup clear around the block.
That was an idea that when they opened up, they'd have a nurse down there. And people would come see the show and put their kids down there. See, they had playthings and a merry-go-round.
I came up first with my solo, and then as I went down, the orchestra come up with Joe Schwadka as the director. We had about 15 musicians, I think, in the pit. Previous to that, two men came out dressed as Indians, I guess you'd call them. I mean, India, with the turbans and all that stuff, and they pulled a few gags. They stood on a balcony on either side. They made a kind of a harangue back and forth to each other and crashed a couple of cymbals, and then the show was on its way. Some of the big pictures had a printed cue sheet that gave you a little line of music, which just would be a sort of a sample of what you could use. And on some of the pictures, you could hear, you could tell that they were really eating up the picture and getting into the thing, especially the sound pictures. when you begin to hear a lot of snuffling and stuff going on around there, then you'd go into a real sad, just milk it. You turn around and see a lot of handkerchiefs and hear this kind of snorting stuff, and you know that either your music or the picture or both together were reaching the spot. Fire engine alarm, a reiterating bell, and then you have the train whistle, and you have hoofbeats, horses, galloping, and wind, and you have a crash thing on a sheet of steel, that for their lightning business. The way the organ is situated there, you can get thunder coming right out of the sky. You just lay your hand down on a whole bunch of low notes and let the thunder roll. When the talkies came in, I didn't have much to do except play checkers backstage with the stage manager. And I stuck my name where I come up the stairway to the organ, and it's still there on December 31st, 1927.
That was a wonderful house when it was built. I seen the original Uncle Tom's Cabin and the original Herman the Great. They had two nice sets of scenery built there for tableaus or vaudeville. At 27, they got the sound tracked on the film, and all vaudeville and all road shows went out.
Well, it's built pretty solid. It ought to stand here for a while. They use it for something.
Yes, sir. I've seen a lot of funny things happen in the show business.